what's going on, fam? It's yours truly, Kelvin Deveaux, back with another true story. And I want to tell you, I appreciate you because I asked you to meet me back here and you did. That's what I'm talking about. I want to let you know that your word is bond. I was just as excited as any other 16-year-old headed to Myrtle Beach for the weekend. And not only that, but I was heading to the beach with some of my best friends in the whole wide world. Now, I had everything that I needed. I had my swimming trunks. I had my outfits that I had planned out a month before. I just needed one more thing, right? Some money. Now, that wasn't a problem for me because ever since I was a young boy, my grandparents always taught me how to work for my money, whether that was washing the car, whether that was cleaning cabinets, or a number of other things that people would pay me for. So because I needed money to go to the beach, I did what anybody else would do. I went to my number one client. I'll never forget her. Her name was Deveaux, aka my granny. She is one of the most loving, trusting, and reliable people that I have ever known. And she had absolutely no problem giving me the money for the trip. But she asked me to do two things: clean the kitchen cabinets and pull the weeds out of her garden, which to me was a no-brainer because after I cleaned the cabinets on Saturday, I figured I had all week before I left on Thursday to pull the weeds out of the garden. Now, from the time that me and my homeboys hooked up Thursday morning to head to the beach to the last possible minute that we spent at the beach, we had an absolute ball. I mean, it's some things that we did on that trip that I still laugh about to this day. We got back on Sunday afternoon just in enough time for me to stop by one of my favorite ladies' house, that's right, my number one client, my granny, to see and to check on her and to get me one of those good home cooked plates. So I walked in the house, I hugged her, I embraced her, let her know that the trip was absolutely awesome, and she asked me one question that completely changed my life. She said, "Hey, I gave you the money going to the trip. I asked you to do two things. I know that you cleaned the kitchen cabinets, but why didn't you pull the weeds out of my garden?" And I just stood there froze. I mean, that guilt was on me so heavy that if you would have blew my way, I probably would have fell over. And I respected my grandmother too much to give her any of those sorry excuses that popped up in my head about, I forgot or I didn't have the time. So I just looked at her and I said, "You know what, Granny, you're right. I apologize. You gave me the money and I said that I would do something and I didn't do it. But I said, hey, Granny, you know what? There's still some daylight left. I can go and do it right now." But before I left out of the room, she stopped me and she said, "Hey, I already did it." And would you believe it? Nobody in the entire house heard my heart drop through the floor. Now, of course, my grandmother forgave me because that's what good grandparents do. And she also found more work for me to do on top of pulling the weeds out of her garden. But I was still feeling upset about it, so I went and talked to my grandfather and I told him what happened and my view on it. He said, "Your word is your bond, that you should never make a promise that you can't keep." And I told him, I said, "Well, I came close." And he told me that close is only good in horseshoes and when you throwing hand grenades. He told me that back in the day, whenever you dealt with someone, you looked them in their eyes and you shook their hands. And that's what you went off of. Nowadays you need a contract for doing just about anything. But tribe, we're a different breed. So I want you all to be mindful of the things that you're saying to people. It's okay to say no. It's okay to not overcommit yourself to the things and the people that's in your life. The world needs more people who are going to be accountable. And accountability is just the difference between what you say and what you do. So keep that in mind the next time that you volunteer to do something. So hey, you already know what I need you to do. I need you to go to this device right here. I need you to like. I need you to comment. I need you to share this out on all platforms: Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat if you got it. I also need you to subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'll wait. So hey guys, this is yours truly, Kelvin Deveaux, saying never make a promise that you can't keep.